Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, we are going to be doing things a little differently. So recently I saw this trend on other booktubers channels where they were reacting to 1-star reviews to their 5-star books, basically their favorite books. And I found it really entertaining. And finally, I decided to jump in the boat and just become a part of that trend. I might be the last person probably to do this challenge, but whatever. Just a disclaimer before we get on with the video, everybody is entitled to have their own opinions, and my reactions or whatever I'm gonna say is not meant to offend anyone, literally. I give 1-star reviews and I talk my heart out with you guys about certain books, so it's just normal, it's okay. And also I probably would take certain things to my heart, so just putting it out there, that's okay. Let's get on with the video. And the website that I've chosen is Goodreads, so let's go. I'm going to be reading them on my laptop, by the way, so I'm placing it right here, and let's jump right into it. Book number 1 is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. When it comes to Harry Potter, I love the entire series, but for some reason, I absolutely love the 5th book. I know a lot happens in that book and it's really sad. Spoiler alert, Sirius dies, and I just literally cry every single time when I read through that passage or that chapter. But it's still, like, I really find that book really endearing and a lot happens in it. So one of my favorites, I would say. So I have put the filter on for 1-star reviews. They are so big, by the way. That's the only issue that I have. People literally write blogs on here. Someone says, Sirius dies. Are you serious? That's my favorite one. Okay, I'm gonna like it. Another review says, on this reread, I maybe hate this even more than I did the first time. Book 5 has always been the most bloated, worst offender in terms of the author clearly thinking she's better than being edited.
And confusing compared to the other books. In that, no one at all is acting as they should. Harry is senseless, rage machine making stupid choices at every turn. The adults, all formally present, are completely absent and the kids barely. Both of the questions is...
I don't know what to say about this, but are we reading the same book? I absolutely love it. I don't know why they say that it's like filled with rubbish or whatever. Yes, Harry is an emotional mess, but then he comes from a different place than us. He grew up with no parents at all in an abusive family, in a family who are his relatives and they are not treating him well. And then he goes off in this another universe, lives there, and now everybody's ignoring him and he's mad about it. People, like, he didn't receive any letters over the summers or whatever. And yeah, and then towards the end, his godfather, the only person who cares about him except for his friends, dies, and people, like, they're still saying that it's completely out of character. I don't know what to say about this. Let's see something else. Someone else says, I just watched a 15-year-old wizard boy go through the stages of grief as his beloved godfather died. Okay, this book is by far the absolute worst of the series because no, my beloved Snuffles, you are legit my favorite character of the series. How could you die? I hate the series even more now. No, by finding a hole and crying my ass out. I don't think that this is exactly a 1-star review. Like, I had the same reaction, but it's not 1-star worthy. I can understand. I think that it was done in the heat of the moment, and it's a pretty new review as well. Like, it's from November 7th. So I don't know. Someone else has given it a 1-star and has given the review of great book. Like, seriously, get your thoughts together. What is emotion? Another one, this book was so hard to get through. Not being a huge fan of the series so far, but into it enough to keep going. This one's making me consider whether I truly want to finish the series. The teenage angst is full steam ahead in this book. 800 plus pages of whining and thinking no one has it as bad as you. Well, literally, not as bad as Harry. This was the boringest book that J.K. Rowling wrote, and honestly, I'm surprised that she would release this book. It needs to be more exciting like the rest of the series, and Umbridge just needs to not be in the story. I doubt even a sane could deal with reading about this person. Like, what? What is this review? Then you better take out your pen and start writing your own version of this book. And we are done with Harry Potter. Next book is One of Us is Lying by Karen McManus. I recently read it and I absolutely loved it. It's like I know that there are loopholes in the book, but let's just not talk about them. So this review says, I started this with high hopes. The whodunit element was great.
I was loving the fact that I was constantly kept guessing, but unfortunately I ended up being pretty disappointed. I didn't totally dislike this book. As I said, for a majority of it kept my attention and I was constantly intrigued. But unfortunately I felt it was somewhat insensitive in its handling of certain plot points, specifically mental illness and sexuality. Honestly, I am just tired of mental illness being trivialized and demonized for the sake of a plot twist. So many people are trying to break down certain stereotypes and narratives like this one only helped to build those up. I also felt that mental illness and sexuality are adding to the story in a way that was anticlimactic and an overused trope. I'm not sure about my feelings on this book. I definitely wasn't a fan of the ending, but for the first 3 quarters it was
I actually kind of agree with this. This is a good review. Gotta give it that, because I was disappointed with the ending bit, as I said, but I absolutely loved the first 3 quarters, as she says. No smaller reviews, like this one is so long. Okay, this one says, this was a decent thriller of the kind that can successfully translate into a Netflix show. Some of the characters, which like it has been made into a show, but it's not Netflix. I ended up skim reading it. What a disaster. I didn't feel any connection to this book at all and couldn't bother myself with reading everything. At 40%, I decided to read the last chapters, and although I didn't see that one coming, I got a really big PLL wannabe feeling. What is PLL? What is PLL? If you know that, let me know in the comments. Someone says, a friend recommended. I read it. We are no longer friends. Okay, that's a good one. Okay. Sayonara to your friend. Okay, that's it for One of Us is Lying. Moving on to A Place for Us by Fatma Farheen Mirza. I really liked it. So let's see what happens here. Okay, someone has says, this story was about an average family with everyday issues and typical problems. It was not very dramatic and I found it boring. By part 4, I skimmed to the end. I can understand why certain people would skip part 4 because it's a bit of a preachy bit. It goes on and on for quite a long time. I have talked about that in my review as well, but I still wouldn't give it 1 star because I really liked it. And like average family with everyday issues, for someone living in a country where they have been born, I think yes. But for some, like for immigrants, it's a totally different story. So can't agree with you here. Okay, someone says, the reviews of this were amazing, but I feel like I was reading a different book than the reviewers were. Just one word for this book, dull. Never felt any connection to any of the characters and they really needed an editor to cut down all the unnecessary scenes. Maybe you didn't connect with the characters because they are of different culture. I don't know. Have you ever read books of different culture? But like personally speaking, because I am an Indian, I could connect to the characters because I know where they are coming from. A story with no realist story, if that makes sense. If you are interested in knowing how some traditional Pakistani families living in the West operate on a day-to-day basis, riddled with family-related issues and politics, this is for you. Well, first of all, you clearly didn't read it. It's not Pakistani, it's Indian. And India and Pakistan are different countries. If you didn't know that, heads up. There you go. You learned something new. Give this video a thumbs up. From my point of view, I find it the most dullest topic on the planet. Yawn. I skipped most chapters and had to end this book before it ended me. Thank God for that. Thank God, literally. Someone says, too many Arab words which made lose the meaning of the sentence. Very slow and very repetitive. Gmail, but it's sweet and full of love. What are you talking about? Gmail, where was Gmail ever mentioned in Gmail? But it's sweet and full of love. Like, what does that mean? And they were not Arab words. Do your research. You went into a book completely not knowing about it, so obviously you're gonna be confused. But it was Urdu or / Hindi. Gmail my heart. So that's it. That's pretty much it for all the reviews. It was fun. Making this video was fun. If you enjoyed, do let me know in the comments below. And if you have any views on all the 3 books, just pop them in the comments below as well. I would love to read your reactions as well. If you have any other video ideas, do share them with me in the comments. And we have come to the end of this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to follow me on my socials, the links are in the description and the handles are on the screen. And I will see you guys really soon, inshallah. Till then, take care. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.